Black Falcon Mercedes, which is in effect in second place. And Dries van Toor, who has just come in, no he hasn't, but Dries van Toor, who will be coming in probably on the same lap as yes, he'll be coming in on the same lap as Kevin Estre, and that should be for a driver change for the number 8 car.
Sorry,
big
Paul.
off, big off for the number 8 car of Dries van Toor. That was a puncture, I think, which then pitched the car into a huge spin on the Dottinger Höhe, and I'm not sure whether Dries van Toor had actually hit the brakes at that point, but round and round and round went the team.
Or probably one of the fastest.
Contact with a Porsche Cayman because they were both trying to avoid a car stopped on the Dottinger Höhe. It's in the braking area for Tiergarten, but I'm not sure for a GT3 car whether you are actually slowing at that point. Off to the grass, and then no grip whatsoever as you approach the scene. The sparks were from a Mercedes just up ahead. It leapt over that approach into Tiergarten and then smack into the barrier to driver's left, and then spun around at least 2 further times. It's actually the Hankook Mercedes, isn't it, that's virtually stopped, but on the apex of the corner. I'm not sure that's the side of the track you want to be.
You know what, Johnny? He's had contact with the car. I think that's punctured the right rear wheel. And then when he turns into the very fast sweep of it's just a kink really, into a left-hand sweep, that's when the car breaks away. He put the car on the grass after the contact, and then he's kind of got the car in control. And it's when he turns into the left-hand kink, it goes light over the bump, and that's when it goes. I think that the right rear tyre had punctured with the contact, because the car was settled.
Yeah, but then it went on the grass, and then you are straight to the scene of the accident.
Back end came round,
but very difficult to tell whether the tyre...
TCR just 2 cars down the road, and that is a TCR Opel. That is the number 56 car, very crossed up, all at sea.
And
it's not, it's a Toyota 56 Toyota Gazoo Racing Lexus LC. Most of it has stopped, but its left rear wheel has not, and is...
It's making a bid for freedom.
There must be some sort of Guinness World Records how far a wheel has run after its car has come to a grinding halt, and that has got to be a proper world record. Okay.
And it's
2 wheels on the grass on the outside, and that's never coming back.
That's Hatzenbach, isn't it? It's another driver losing it at Hatzenbach, and the left rear was correctly. So it's a 173.
I was about to say
146 car. I was 1 too far down.
Torsten Wolter in the Lubner Motorsport Opel Astra.
Did somebody clonk the tyre?
No, the tyre crossed the track with
all the jumps and bumps and stumps. That's the Hofer Racing BMW.
And a Fricadelli Porsche.
Oh, he
31.
got... So let me get this right. So the BMW has been hit so far from behind by an Audi, and now also by one of the Hofer Racing, by one of the Fricadelli.
718 numbered car. That's it's a Porsche Cayman. It hasn't got a team name. It's Zensen, Pitzmeier, Breitschneider and Fursch in that car. The AT Fuels class leader is on our first screen. They're currently in 36th place, and that is the
Care for Climate Porsche 911.
Is that number
230 Cup car? Yeah, 320. Yeah.
Well done, Johnny. So getting towards TCR now, and the first of our TCR runners,
831 surely,
is the 831.
Back, but that's not for him.
He's coming towards the end of the lap. There's dirt on the road, and I don't think he got hit by anybody, but he's gone. He's out of the he's out of the contest for the lead. Romain Demat, who has won this race multiple times, but
back into the back of a BMW from probably V5. It was their cup. Oh, I beg pardon, Joe.
It was the 147. I wasn't sure, but one of our resources.
It's not to delay yourself any further. So what happened here? There was contact between Marcel Fessler and the Mann-Filter car, and it didn't happen out of the Dunlop hairpin, where I thought initially it's actually happened out of the Yokohama S. There were contact, very similar sort. Oh, it wasn't contact.
Johnny, I'll tell you what that was. It was Renger was trying to pull the car a little bit too tight as he was on the power. A little bit too tight to get down the left-hand side of the Audi, coming out of the left-hander of the first S there, the chicane, and just gets on the power and just spins the back wheels up. And he's gone nose first into the barrier, left-hand front corner.
Side of the road, and he's gone off sideways, backwards, and been into both sides, right in front of our leader. Lawrence Vantour had to check up, and it's going up from Bergwerk up the hill, and he had help. He had help going through the third of the left-handers going up the hill after Bergwerk, and that is absolutely flat out up there, even in a road car. The my 911 993 up there is pulling 135, 140 miles.
And it may well be, and I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the rest of the driving shared between Kelvin van der Linde, Rene Rast and Chris Mees. So at the next pit stop, when Mees comes in, not just yet, I wouldn't be at all surprised to see Kelvin van der Linde being the driver that's getting ready, and quite possibly that would have been Kelvin being
30 till midday. I'm preaching.
You'll need a chitty, I'm afraid, for that.
Well,
definitely.
you can work it into your sermon, Dennis.
Lurid high speed off, sorry.
At turn 1.
Yeah, for the number 310 Porsche Cayman GT4 Cup car in Cup 3.
And is it BMW, Paul?
It is BMW with 19 overall victories.
Wow.